Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Overseeing that Philadelphia sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. They've been playing some of their best football, winning 8 of their last 10 games. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His side likewise the #1 team in their conference, so as of right now, this is your odds-on favorite to be the Super Bowl matchup. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kate Scott along with Brock Heward. Kicker Cameron Dicker looks all set down there. And here we go on EA Sports. Making some progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now here he goes. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Motion man left is Brown. Shotgun snap for Hurts. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but their first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that takes them to 3rd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind the next time the ball comes his way. He better be ready for some contact.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. This is cut downfield by Allen. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Kappa.
Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, give to Harris. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They give to Harris from the gun. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Herbert back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Ready.
On third down, Herbert. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
380. Cut. Go.
Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
They go to him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Robinson with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, a run with Barkley. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Great, set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. He finds space into the red zone. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Offense is set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Now setting up the screen to Mostert. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. The Chargers have an early lead. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. He'll get this one to Brown. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Third and long for him here. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Omarion Hampton with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Set. 380. Cut. Set.
We're carried by Harris here to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Kappa.
Herbert now to throw on third. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Set. Delta. Set.
This is Harris. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has this down to the 34. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Set. Delta. Set. Ready.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Lion. Ready.
To the air this time, Herbert. Into the hands of Conklin. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Set. 380. Cut.
Running behind center with Harris. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Herbert. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Set. Delta, set. Set.
From the gun on third, it's Herbert. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers now lead by 10. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Robinson with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes are reading you like a book.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Great, set.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
An excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Great, set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pass complete to Mechie. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Delta, set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On a quick slant, he's got Allen. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Herbert to throw once more. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Herbert again. Conklin brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
380. 380. Set.
Herbert throwing again. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Dicker connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Texans. And this is Tank Dell. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Texans had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Ray Davis. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Bills get the victory here. They win it by 10. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the LA Rams. And it's the veteran Matthew Stafford. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Rams continue their winning ways. They move to 9-4 with the victory here. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Cap it. Go.
Going to Harris to start the half. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Delta, set. Set.
Herbert now off the play fake. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Ready.
They give now to Najee. Shoots away from one. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Wide 80. Wide 80 hot. Wide 80 hot.
Another run with Harris here on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Black 80. Black. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Set. 380. Lion, lion, lion.
On third down, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. This one gets to the 22. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Smith again. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
380. Run. Set.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
380. Run. Ready.
Harris once more. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
80. Run. Set.
Throwing now, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Set. 380. Run. Go.
Herbert now to throw on third. That one's good to McConkey. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Run. What is it?
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Cap it, cap it, cap it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is to Harris, working the outside. Wow, and they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing 4th down. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Dicker connects there, and that makes this a 3-score game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Robinson with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. They've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Hurts yet again. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Got his man. That's Brown again. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Hurts throwing again. It's a screen to Barkley. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Motion man left is Brown. It's Hurts once again. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Great. Set.
And again, here's Hurts. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
And that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
Elliott connects there, and the gap closes to 14 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Rager with the return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Cut. Watch the motion. Watch the motion. Set.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
380. Ready.
And they just get the play off. This is cut downfield by Allen. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Set. 380. Cut. Set.
Najee takes this one. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. 380. Cut. Go.
Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
380. Cut. What is it?
He just keeps fighting McConkey. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Second and 3 now.
Kappa. Ready.
Here's a give to Harris. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
It's 3rd and 1.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Set. 380. Cut. Set.
He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And they haul him to the ground there. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Set. 380. Cut.
They'll run with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Najee Harris, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Robinson with the return. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts setting up to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Sticking to the air here. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. And the pistol to give to Harris. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
380.
A run here with Harris. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Set. 380. Good hot. 180. 180 hot. Ready.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 380. Good hot. Set.
They'll hand it off to Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Set. 380. Hut. Hey, switch. Set.
This is Harris on second down. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Herbert now to throw on third. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
At the 37-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers getting closer to their 13th win of the season. New set of downs from the 37.
Set. 380. What is it?
Going right side, Harris with it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Offense to the line for second down.
Set. 380. Hut. Ready.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down.
Set. Kappa. Go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. That one's good to McConkey. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down.
Delta. Set.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard
Set.
line.
They give to Harris from the gun. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Delta. Set. Set.
Running behind center with Harris. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.